One result of climate change is that it's actually changing the kinds of plants and trees that thrive in many parts of the nation. Joining us today is Dan Lamb, President and CEO of the Arbor Day Foundation and author of Now is the Time for Trees. Welcome, Dan.
Great to be with you.
Yeah, happy to have you on. So, Dan, can you tell us, what is the Arbor Day Foundation and why are you calling attention to the effects of climate change on trees?
You bet. Well, the Arbor Day Foundation is a nonprofit conservation organization. We have about 1 million members around the country, and we have a simple mission, and that is that we inspire people to plant, nurture, and celebrate trees. And one of the best ways we can do that is by helping people understand the right tree to plant in the right place at the right time. And that's why we partnered with the Davy Tree Expert Company to put a new tool together that helps people understand in this changing climate, how might we think differently about which trees we're planting.
All right, well, Sacramento wants to help because we're known as the city of trees. So what exactly are plant hardiness zones and why are they important?
Well, the United States Department of Agriculture for many years has put together what's called a plant hardiness zone map. And what that map does is it helps you understand, based on where you live, the climate you live in, the region you live in, what are the best plants and trees that are successful in that area. What we've done is create a new tool that looks at the future of hardiness zone maps. Based on increasing temperatures and trends, how are we making sure that the trees we're planting today are going to be surviving 30, 40, 50 years from now and beyond?
Oh, wow, that's interesting. And can plant hardiness zones change?
They can change, and they do change, and that's why we're taking a look at this. You know, unfortunately, climate change is all around us. It's even in our front yards and our backyards. And so at the Arbor Day Foundation, if people are going to take the time and spend the money to plant trees, we want to help them make sure that those trees are living and thriving for generations and generations.
Yeah, and so how will the future hardiness map help homeowners as well?
Well, as homeowners are planning for what they're going to plant, we want to help them. So if people visit our website at arborday.org/map, they'll be able to enter their zip code, find out their hardiness zone, and take a look at what kinds of trees might be best suited for them as they're thinking about 30, 40, 50 years and more down the road, whether they're looking for shade, whether they're looking for a windbreak, beautiful flowering trees, whatever their plans are, we want to make sure they're successful.
Well, it sounds like you made it really easy so that homeowners can do that. And just how are the trees we plant today beneficial?
Well, everyone in Sacramento knows that trees make a beautiful city.
Yes.
They bring spring flowers, beautiful fall colors, but it's so much more than just beauty. The trees in our communities help to shade our homes, make our communities safer and cooler, allow us to turn those air conditioning units down a little bit in those hot summer days. They also remove pollutants from the air to make our neighborhoods safer. They increase our property values. You know, the list goes on and on about why trees are so important. And that's why we say, if ever there was a time to be planting trees, now is that time.
Yeah, lots of benefits to it, so it's important that we take care of them. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And for more information, visit arborday.org.